Well, what an eventful day for Tesla. We have Tesla cutting prices on the Model Y, the Model S, as well as the Model X, something I did not forecast to happen. Hopefully there's a good reason why, and we'll know more coming on April 23rd, but this does not look great. How does this change my opinions for earnings? Do I still think Tesla stock is going to go higher, or do I think Tesla stock is destined to go lower? I'll break down my opinions in this video. Keep in mind, I am subject to be wrong. After all, it looks like Tesla has been focusing more on profitability, and then they just cut prices by quite a large amount. Let's be honest. I'll go over that in this video. We also have Elon Musk dropping some pretty big bombshells on Tesla stock investors, including FSD could be entering the Chinese market soon. And given the way that Chinese consumers love technology, I'm sure FSD is going to be a big seller over there. I'll break down all of this information, provide you guys the context and details that you need to know. In the meantime, hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think about this information down below in the comment section. So let's go ahead and get started with Tesla lowering prices for the 2000th time in the last 2 years. And this is the one that really hurts. The Model S, the Model X, that's whatever. Tesla doesn't sell a lot of Model S or X's. It still has a negative impact if they cut prices, but this is the one that really sucks. Tesla has dropped all Model Y trim prices in the US by $2,000. The Model Y rear-wheel drive is now about $43,000. It was $44,990. The Model Y long range is now $47,990. It was $49,990. And the Model Y performance is $51,490. It was $53,490. So $2,000 across the board. This sucks. As I explained in previous videos, there was really two things that could be seen as negative for Tesla that probably are not priced into Tesla stock at this point. One of which was Tesla cutting prices again, and Elon and the Tesla team saying on the earnings call, hey, we'll cut prices again if we need to. I didn't think that was priced in because of the efforts that Tesla had been making to what looked like become more profitable. This is just a slap in the face, let's be honest. And I think that is going to cause more downside for Tesla stock if nothing else comes good and nothing is offsetting these price reductions. That's negative. The other thing that I don't think is priced into Tesla stock is if the consumer Model 2 is extended for a long period of time or canceled for a long period of time. Elon originally said second half 2025. I think the stock is probably prepared for 2026, but not 2027, 2028, or beyond. We don't know about that, and that's probably going to be the biggest thing that's going to move Tesla on earnings, but yeah, Tesla cutting prices on the Model Y, that's not going to be good for next week. And this comes at a vulnerable time for, well, the broad markets, as you have recently seen the AI bubble, well, starting to pop. And what really caused the downside for semiconductors and AI stocks last week was Super Microcomputer, SMCI. They have come out 7 earnings in a row and pre-announced. They've said, hey, we're going to kill it. We're going to have great numbers. And that really is what has sparked SMCI's rally, because people already know, like, hey, they're going to come out and have good things to say about 2 weeks before earnings. They've done it almost 2 years in a row. This would have been the 8th time, and they came out and they announced their day for earnings, and they did not pre-announce. That's why SMCI was down 22% on Friday, and that's why NVIDIA was down about 10%. And ARM was down like 18% and so on and so forth. The markets had a pretty rough day because it looks like the AI bubble, well, is starting to pop a little bit. The demand for semiconductors, after all, is not unlimited for years to come. So you're at a very vulnerable position in the markets. And this news from Tesla, yeah, it's not going to help Tesla at all. Maybe, just maybe, Tesla stock falling into the 140s. You could be priced for more price cuts from Tesla. That's always possible. So I wouldn't necessarily count Tesla out at this point, but it's definitely not great. And here you have it. Tesla has dropped all Model X trim prices in the US by $2,000. And Tesla has dropped all Model S trim prices in the US by $2,000. Now, here's one of a couple different bombshell announcements that Elon Musk just made here on X within the last 12 hours. This individual says, Mr. Musk, I am a Tesla owner in China. I look forward to Tesla FSD entering China as soon as possible. When will it be released? When can the Hardware 3.0 system use 3D modeling images? When will the new reversing assistance be pushed to Tesla Hardware 3.0 owners in China? Elon Musk says, it may be possible very soon. And this is not really a surprise, okay? We haven't heard any news recently about FSD going into the Chinese market, but last summer, back in August, there were about 25 different vehicles testing FSD on Chinese roads. And we haven't heard any new information about that, but we have seen some regulatory improvements towards getting FSD on a mass scale eligible in China. And I've reported that over the last, 9 months or so, but it's been a while since we've heard anything. And if FSD does go into the Chinese market and everyone in China with a Tesla gets the free trial, that could also be a big deal for Tesla. Tesla FSD supervised V12.3.5 has started rolling out to employees. Normal customers should get it in the next couple of days. This is just 10 days after 12.3.4. Elon Musk says 12.4 is a big release, should arguably be 13. And Elon Musk posts on his X account and responds to this scheduled visit to India that is being delayed. Originally, it was scheduled for April 21st through the 22nd, and it has been postponed, obviously, because Tesla's earnings call is on the 23rd. There's a lot of reasons to delay this, but that's exactly what Elon Musk says. He says, unfortunately, very heavy Tesla obligations require that the visit to India be delayed, but I do very much look forward to visiting later this year. And you do have Tesla that is ending its referral program in the US on April 30th. Elon Musk does provide a little bit of clarity on this. He says the new credits would not be earned until we launch a future referral program, which is a few months away. Tesla no longer lets you order a megapack on its website, but they are accepting inquiries. It's unclear why they are doing this. It could be that they are only accepting very large orders now, but that's just Sawyer Merritt speculating. The previous order minimum was 5 megapacks, which cost about $10 million. Yeah, not quite sure what's going on here. Not quite sure what's going on at Tesla, to be quite honest with you. The situation just gets weirder and weirder. Elon Musk is in war mode. I have no idea what that means anymore. If they're just going to keep cutting prices, why is Elon in war mode? Are they trying to become more profitable? Because this doesn't seem like the best way to do it. I don't know what war mode is anymore, right? Typical war mode is like Mark Zuckerberg in 2022, right? Your stock got destroyed. Well, Tesla's stock got destroyed. CEO goes into war mode, not only trying to become more profitable, but also clear the air for investors. What's happening? What's going to be happening? What's coming next? If we do not have a rock solid earnings call that provides investors a lot more clarity and understanding of what's going on with Tesla, look out below. That's all I can say. Now, this is not me being bearish. I'm very bullish for the long term, but I can understand why investors might, get super fearful if we have another disaster earnings call. Investors will give you the benefit of the doubt for a period of time, and Tesla's already gotten that. Elon has already gotten that. But all of these conflicting things back and forth, I mean, it's just not a good look. And I will say momentum is strong in either direction, to the upside or to the downside. And lately, for months, the momentum has been to the downside. If indeed nothing changes and we don't get any new information or new clarity on what's going on with Tesla, then the momentum is probably going to continue to the downside. And unfortunately, I expected no more price cuts from Tesla. The Model Y price cut is really a gut punch because it is just unexpected. Now, what are deliveries going to look like? I have no idea, but they're probably not going to be good. Now, obviously, you can come out and blame the Fed. That is certainly a problem. The Fed has created a lot of restriction in the auto market, in housing markets, and in the areas in which the federal fund rate affects, like lending. Federal funds rate does nothing to decide whether or not you go out to dinner with your family, or whether or not you go to a football game or a concert or get your grass cut. Okay, the Fed raising rates up or down doesn't influence your decision on any of those things. Okay, but the Fed raising rates definitely affects affordability on homes, cars, personal lines of credit, any kind of loan, business investment, all of those things. So while there's not anything Tesla can really do about that, Tesla can control how profitable they are per vehicle they sell. And unless there's something big to offset a $2,000 price reduction on the world's best-selling car, in profitability terms, then I think Tesla stock needs to go lower on that. Now, I will say, I still think there is a lot of bad news priced into Tesla, so not all hope is lost if you are a bull heading into Tesla's earnings. One could say maybe another price cut was priced into Tesla stock in the 140s. That could make sense as well. But if we don't get clarity of what's going on with Tesla, yeah, the stock's probably going to fall. But again, the stock's priced for bad news. So not all hope is lost. And good news is, if you were trying to buy Tesla at cheaper prices, well, you're probably going to get that opportunity, at least the beginning of next week. On Friday, from hedge funds and institutions, you had 777 orders totaling $800 million in Tesla, with a positive order value of 48%. You actually had call open interest of about 66% and put open interest of 34%. So actually, you did have, more calls than puts. It really didn't matter. Last week was an absolute SHIT show. You have short interest of free float sitting at 3.88%. I'll tell you right now, this news that I'm going over in this video, it's not going to prompt shorts to cover on short positions at all. In fact, it might prompt shorts to jump into short positions. And oh wow, I mean, just overall, this new information over this weekend is going to make for a crazy April 23rd. And well, I hope you guys are ready, because yeah, it's going to be quite insane. You do have $16.13 billion currently in short positions, with 107.58 million shares that are currently sold short. This is the highest number we have seen in a long time. We do have full self-driving Google Trends data actually going up a little bit. In the last video, I went over this. It was actually at 40. Now it's at 42 for the partial data. So a little bit better than the last update. But you just really want to see if you kind of base out, start to trend sideways in the 30s, in the 40s, or if we go back to where we were before, like 10 to 20, right? If you base out higher, then that's going to be good, okay? And maybe FSD, new sales or new subscriptions could offset some of the price reduction we've seen over this weekend. I don't know though, right? That's something we need clarity on. And the beginning of next week, you're not going to have any clarity on that. Tesla stock probably going to react negatively on Monday. You do have Google Trends data for the Cybertruck really starting to pick up now at 61, by far the most searched about Tesla product right now. The Model Y going from 32 to 29. The Model 3 going from 24 still at 24. The Model S and the Model X staying at 11 and 9 respectively. But you could see the Cybertruck's search trend activity is off the chain. Okay. And I think part of this is the social media traction you're seeing. I've seen now 5 or 6 different viral memes on the Cybertruck. And I mean, those memes are going to have a positive effect on Tesla, even if a lot of them are just making fun of the Cybertruck. Here's one that I have saved, and these are all from me, like, you know, screenshotting from Facebook on my phone. This one says, everyone in 2045 with a Cybertruck. Me. You know, with a gasoline truck, a jacked up truck. You have this one. This is the most recent one. This one's hilarious. It says, when you get that Cybertruck off Temu. That one's pretty funny too. So, and I've seen a lot more, and I've started to screenshot the ones recently. That's from like the last 2 days or so. But this can't be a negative for Tesla. So we'll see what is said about the Cybertruck, but definitely getting a lot more interest here in, you know, just even the past couple of days. While other Tesla models are starting to fall with Google Trends data, Cybertruck's just ramping up further, really going from 54 to 61. That's a big jump. You do have global inventory numbers that fell quite a bit recently for the Model Y, sitting at about 6,300. The Model 3 is starting to pick up a little bit more at about 2,400. Model X sitting here at about 2,500. And the Model S down here still at about 1,300. Tesla continues to run about 4,000 different ads globally via Google. Now, on a technical basis, you can see the 147 level was a very important level to hopefully hold. And yeah, you held that in regular trading on Friday. You closed at $147.05. And after hours, you dropped 0.1%. You fell to $146.90. And that broke the 147 level to close under that. Now, I'll tell you right now, coming on Monday, unless there is some kind of wicked bounce in the markets or some other good news that we get from now until then, well, you're probably going to fall. Okay. Now, the problem here is you really don't have any support under 147. Okay. There's just really not a whole lot that you're going to find support at. You're under all of your major moving averages, right? 50, 100, 200 day, all of your moving averages, you're under. The last area we found support when we hit this level was $101. Okay. So if next week's a disaster, that's potentially where we could be headed. Now, obviously, maybe not, maybe so. If the markets continue to fall, that's going to have a negative impact as well on Tesla. We did see Tesla relatively outperform on Friday, so that was good to see. Whereas, you know, other AI stocks, Nvidia, SMCI, all of those got destroyed. The Nasdaq was even down about 2%. Tesla down a little bit less than 2%. You were outperforming a little bit better in the first half of the day. Seems like maybe someone got leaked this information that Tesla was going to cut prices. Who knows? And I don't want to come off as super bearish because I really don't know. I think just a lot more hinges on April 23rd. But if you do have another disaster earnings call, if you have another disaster with no guidance, no clarity on the Model 2, just, you know, the typical earnings call we've had for the last 4 earnings calls now, that's how the $100 could be in play for Tesla. And if you are a long-term investor, that should be welcomed. But yeah, if you're more short-term oriented, that's probably a scary situation for you. So hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this information as well down below in the comment section. And if you are very short-term oriented, there are other things that you can do, right? If you want to tax loss harvest your position now and, you know, get out because you think it might go to 100 and just buy some calls so you don't miss out if Tuesday is a great day for Tesla. There's always different strategies there that I implore you to look into. There are ways that you can, minimize some of your risk in Tesla. I'm not going to go into those too much here because I am not your financial advisor. I'm just sharing my opinions on Tesla and sharing the facts each and every single day, hopefully trying to help people become more knowledgeable, not just on Tesla, but how the markets work and how the markets evaluate different things each and every single day, and hopefully help everyone make more money. But there are different things that you guys can do with options to hedge your risk, even to sell Tesla, to sell your Tesla stock, but keep that same level of exposure so you don't completely miss out in the meantime. But nonetheless, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this information down below in the comment section. If you guys want to come trade with us live in real time, it's earnings season. Earnings season is the best season and where we tend to have the biggest trades. And if you guys want to come trade with us live in real time, check that out. Link down below in the description of this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I will see you in the next one.